All right, folks. Jim Cole here in Viroqua, Wisconsin, getting ready to broadcast a game between your Janesville Bluebirds and the Viroqua Blackhawks. It's a conference matchup. This will be the second time the teams have met this season. They played a non-conference game in the Culver's Cup Holiday Tournament. Bluebirds came out on the positive end of that one. I think the score was 6-2, maybe, or 6-1, something like that. Pretty comfortable victory for the Bluebirds. And if I go down to the other end of the ice, I'm going to tell you right now, Viroqua, probably the smallest roster in the state. They skate 11, very similar to the Bluebirds or Fury team from 2 or 3 years ago. This senior class, when they were freshmen, they skated 13 kids. So they know what it's like to play Ironman hockey.
And that lessons are best learned when respect is shown to all. Please let your good sportsmanship show during the game. Now let's meet the starting lineups. For the Blue Jays, in goal, number 31, Jesse Dave Marossi. In defense, number 14, Ricky Andrews. Also defense, number 21, Maria Bauer. At forward, number 11, Alex Cole. Also number 2, number 15, Anna Cole. And number 15, Sophia Herrera. And now the local Blackhawks. In goal, number 34, Eddie Oliver. In defense, number 6, Maria Nelson. Also on defense, number 19, Brenda Rogers. At forward, number 3, Blake Starr. At forward, number 10, Mari Burrows. Also at forward, number 21, Charlotte Rudolph. Now please stand as you are able for the playing of our national anthem.
All right. National anthem, beautiful rendition by the Viroqua Pep Band. So we're going to have Viroqua in their home white sweaters with the orange and black highlights. And the Bluebirds in their road black unis with the black sweaters, blue and green striping, black pants, black socks, black helmets. And that look over the course of this season has really started to grow on me. I think it's a cool uniform. Getting ready to drop the puck here. One thing to keep an eye out, I was alerted before the game, Addie Oliver's approaching the 1,000 save mark in her career. So we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully the Bluebirds can give her the opportunity to make that and much more. So starting line for the Bluebirds tonight is going to be Sophia Ferreira, Anna Cole, Allie Cole, Malia Maurer, and Nikki Andrews on D, and in net, Jessie DeMarce. We are about ready to drop the puck on this one, folks. Here we go. Puck's loose at neutral ice. Blackhawks look to advance that. Andrews going to carry up the far wall into the offensive zone. She plays it off the boards, goes down behind the net. Ferreira in the corner. Now Maurer plays it deep into the zone. Blackhawks with the puck, looking to break out. That's going to stay in the offensive zone now. Blackhawks carry out. Maurer carries into the offensive zone, tries to play it off the wall. Far face-off circle shot into the glove of Oliver. Now the other offensive line. Ava Klagora, Macy Murphy, Jaden Lake in on offense. Sophia Young and Ella Swenson on D. Blackhawks carry into the offensive zone over on the far corner. Young with the puck, turns. She pins that in the corner. Blackhawks with the puck down behind the goal. They're going to send that out to the point. They hold the zone temporarily. Now Klagora with the puck down behind the net, looking for a breakout. Plays it off the wall. That's going to go back to the Blackhawks. They bring it near side. Puck on the near wall, chipped up ahead, looking for Klagora. Murphy's going to chase that one down over on the far side. That one up off the press box. So we'll get a stoppage of play. Andrews, she's going to retreat behind the net. Loses her edge, goes down. Now Maurer gets over there, plays it off the wall, up ahead. Blackhawks hold the zone. Ferreira kicks that one up. Here comes Bierman. She plays it out. Anna Cole's going to get to that. Now Bierman picks it up off the wall. Quick shot off of Oliver. Puck still loose. Ferreira picks it off the back wall. Tries to play it out front. That's going to go over to the corner. Maurer plays it down right off the side of the net. Cole down there. Backhand to Ferreira off the post. Oliver still can't clear it. Puck's loose, and that's going to go in. Bluebirds going to go up 1-0. We're going to have to wait for the score there. I'm not sure who cleaned that up. So we'll wait for the official score. 14:25 left in the first. Bluebirds go up 1-0. Shot there, blockered over to the far corner. Back to the point for the Blackhawks. Now they play it far face-off circle, high slot. So Ferreira is going to get that goal off an assist by Anna Cole. That one goes through the crease over to the far side. Young up the half wall, held in the zone now. High slot. Quick shot there, right of the net. That was Brenna Rogers. Here comes Klagora with the puck into the offensive zone. That's taken off her stick. Down behind the net. Rogers working down there behind the goal. Fagora regathers, plays it back behind the net, looking for Murphy. Into the corner. Murphy now, high slot, that's kicked out of the zone. Young's got the puck now, she retreats. She's got all kinds of time and space. Plays it up ahead. Back to Swenson. She's going to kick it off the near wall into the offensive zone. And Nicole now looking for Ferreira. That's off her stick. Blackhawks kick it into the zone. Back up the wall. Blackhawks with the puck at their blue line now. Into the offensive zone. Here comes Swenson. Plays it off the far wall. Ferreira kicks it into the offensive zone. Bluebirds going to go to work. On the forecheck, Ferreira recovers behind the net. Gets ridden off the puck. Over to the far side. Ferreira with the puck. Works. Throws it high slot. Nobody there. That's going to dribble down. Maurer. She collects. She's going to skate into the offensive zone. She carries. Drops on the wall for Anna Cole. Down into the corner. Back to Maurer. She puts it off the far half wall. Now Klagora. Down below the goal line. Working through the face-off circle. Andrews plays it back down into the offensive zone. Fagora trying to catch up to that one. Quick shot, Murphy. Save with Oliver. Goes over to the far corner. Lake holds the zone, plays it back down to Murphy behind the net. She tries to center. Oliver's going to get a cover. Take another offensive zone face-off. Maurer and Andrews in on D. Murphy, Klagora, and Lake out on offense. Over to the far side. It's going to carry. We'll bring it all the way back down. That's an icing. Back to Klagora. Leaves it on the half wall. Blackhawks recover. They play down into the corner. Murphy now intercepts that pass up the wall. Blackhawks coming near side. That gets past Maurer. Race to that puck. Andrews going to get down there. Plays it near side. Lake coming up the wall. That comes out of the zone. Right in front of us here. Lake trying to get to that one. No icing. Young recovers. Comes up near wall. She's got a head of steam into the offensive zone. Chips it on goal. Paddled back to the corner. Murphy down there on the forecheck. Klagora turns it around into the offensive zone. Drops for Murphy. That one comes out. Young's going to get to that puck. Try to play it up the wall. She recovers. Skates down behind the net. Plays it over to Ferreira. Ferreira's going to come back this direction now. Looking to go up the far wall. Swenson with the puck. Plays it up ahead to Bierman. Off her stick. That one into the offensive zone. Down into the corner. Blackhawks get there first. trying to recover and exit the zone. Bierman kicks it back down behind the goal. That one gets past the Bluebirds defense. Over to Swenson, plays it back near side for Ferreira. She works past one defender. Swenson with the puck now at neutral ice. Throws it over to Bierman near side. Bierman with the puck. Tries to put it on the stick of Klagora headed towards the net. Murphy gets down there now. Klagora working down on the end wall. She's going to recover that puck in the corner. Working through traffic. That comes out, gets past Krieger. Blackhawks gain the zone and throw it down behind the net. Here comes Murphy out of the zone. She's got Klagora with her. Into the offensive zone they go. She works down the far wall, into the corner, trying to catch up to the puck. Klagora on the near wall now. Murphy loses her edge. Puck pinned on the wall. Bluebirds going to go on the power play. Going to be a tripping call. 7:37 left in the first. It's going to be Mattia Nelson. It's a roughing call, so Maddie Nelson goes to the box. Bluebirds going to get their first power play of the game. They're going to go with Roller, Murphy, Klagora, Evelyn Krieger, and Mickey Andrews. So a couple freshman defenders out there for the Bluebirds right now on the power play. Andrews walks and shoots from outside, paddled aside by Oliver. Over to the far corner, now Klagora makes a quick move towards the net, loses the puck. She retreats back to the corner. She's still got the puck, leaves it for Andrews. Andrews steps around the defender. Face-off circling in. Blackhawks get a clear there. Quick shot. DeMarce has to cover that one up. Ferreira, Cole come back in with Young and Swenson. Minute 24 left on the power play. That one dribbles down. Swenson gathers off the wall, just rims it up to Cole at the half wall. She plays it out to Ferreira. It goes off her stick, comes back the other direction. Now Young with the puck behind the net. Plays it up into the neutral zone. Blackhawks get another clear. Into the offensive zone. Down the far wall. Centering pass doesn't go. Anna Cole with the puck out to Young. At the point, she walks in. Fires from outside. Tip play. Oliver gets the save. And that was save number 1,000 for Addie Oliver. You can see the fans giving her a big round of applause. That one comes out to Swenson, over to Young. Back over to Swenson. She's got room to move. She walks in, fires from outside, in and out of the glove of Oliver. Puck still loose, in the crease. Still loose. Anna Cole recovers down behind the net. Tries to play it out to the point. Swenson had moved in. Penalty's going to expire. Young's got the puck. She catches the Blackhawks in a line change. Walks in, fires right to the net. Klagora down, working behind Oliver now. Puts it off the wall to Young. Young plays it back to Klagora. She changes direction, tries to play it down the half wall. Blackhawks offsides. 5:10 left in the first. Bluebirds up 1-0 on a goal from Sofia Ferreira. Puck down, off the wall, near side. Blackhawks with the puck now. Once again, playing it near side. Maurer gets there and stops that pass from going down the wall. Now back the other direction. Into the offensive zone. That's Rogers with the puck. Andrews switches direction. Looking for room there. Tries to get it up to Klagora on the wall. Back down the wall. Maurer with the puck. Up to Klagora. That gets past her. Rogers now out at the point. High slot. She's going to fire from out there, and she's got a laser of a shot. She's one you need to watch out for. Can't really give her any space. Ferreira back in at center. Bierman and Anna Cole with her. Andrews, Maurer on D. Anna Cole now with the puck. She drives to the net. Tries the backhand. Can't get a stick down. Collision over on the far wall. Play on. Blackhawks with the puck down below the net. Maurer going to kick it down into the corner. Blackhawks get a clear. That should carry for icing. .337 left in the first. Bluebirds up 1-0. Puck back to Swenson. She plays it over far corner. It's going to come up the half wall to Swenson. She puts one through the slot. Nobody there. Backhanded down the wall. And Nicole going to work down there with Ferreira. Ferreira now. Quick stuff and in. Oh, they waved it off. Now it's in. I'm not sure why he waved that off. It was buried in the back of the net. So Ferreira with a nice little backhand. He waved that off. I think Anna Cole was standing there, and she put it in the back of the net. So she's going to get credit for that one. Shows you always have to play to the whistle. So 3:13 left in the first period. Bluebirds going to go up 2-0 on a goal by Anna Cole. Flora with the puck. She crosses the red line over to Murphy into the offensive zone, down the wall behind Oliver. Flagora with the puck. That one comes up the wall. Played back down, deep in the zone. Flagora trying to catch up to it. Flagora out front, quick shot off the stick of Oliver. Over on the far wall now. Back down behind the net, they're working. Fedora there. Blackhawks put that one right out front. Quick shot. That puck is loose, and Oliver's going to get a cover. 2:04 left in the first. Birds up 2-0 on goals from Sophia Ferreira and Anna Cole. Ferreira and the Cole twins, along with Mickey Andrews and Macy Schneider out on the ice. That one comes out to Andrews. She's going to play it down left of the net, just trying to get it deep in the zone and let those forwards go to work. Ferreira gets there and holds the zone back down the wall. Allie Cole now working in the corner. Out to Andrews. She fires from out there, puts one on net. Puck still loose. Quick shot there from Ferreira. Down behind the net. Blackhawks looking for a way to get out of the zone. Aggressive forecheck by the Bluebirds right now. Anna Cole now. Over to the corner. That puck's going to dribble down behind Oliver again. Blackhawks coming far side, trying to exit the zone, and they just throw that one. So with 1 minute left in the period, we're bringing it back into the offensive zone. Bluebirds leading 2-0. Over to the far wall. Cladora gets there. That one out to Schneider. She plays it deep into the zone. At the face-off circle, tipped over to the corner or far wall down behind the net. Cladora's going to get there. Tries to play around the defender. Up the wall it goes. Schneider holds, backhands it. Far face-off circle. That's Maddie Nelson with the puck now. Bluebirds send it all the way around, up the half wall. Schneider gets there, plays it back to Murphy. Murphy, far face-off circle. Quick shot, right through the legs of Oliver. With 15 seconds left in the first period, Murphy gets on the board and puts one right through the legs of Oliver. That's going to put the Bluebirds up 3-0. The end of the first period. They're going to head to the locker room here if nothing crazy happens in the next 15 seconds. Up 3-0. Oh, just out of reach of Lake. Schneider from outside. Bluebirds head to the locker room up 3-0 on Viroqua. We will be back in 12 minutes. Here we go. 30 seconds left on the clock. The ref's going to come out and set the nets. And we're going to get this show on the road here in period 2. Bluebirds with a solid first period. 17 shots on goal, 3 goals. Goal by Sofia Ferreira, goal by Anna Cole, and Macy Murphy with the third. Blackhawks with 3 shots on net in the first period. DeMarce with all 3 saves. And Addie Oliver from Viroqua registered her 1,000th career save. It's a big milestone for the kiddo. Like I said, Viroqua, one of the smaller clubs in the state right now. They're only skating 11 skaters. But the Bluebirds know what that's like. 3 years ago, they had 13 kids on the team. 7 of them were freshmen. Those 7 freshmen plus 1 now are seniors. So they know how it is to have a very small roster and go up against some bigger teams. And at the end of the day, you want to play hockey, there's really nothing you can do about your numbers. So you go out there and compete the best you can. Ferreira, Anna Cole, Allie Cole out on offense, Mickey Andrews, Malia Maurer on D to start this period. That one comes near side. Gets hung up at the blue line. Bluebirds back on sides. That's held in the zone by Allie Cole. Her sister's going to go over to the corner to try to battle for that puck down below the goal line. Ferreira kicks it back into the corner. Blackhawks send it out. Ferreira catches up to it before it can get out of the zone. Allie Cole plays it back to Ferreira in the corner. That one's going to roll around near side. Ferreira gets her stick on it, but she can't hold the zone. Here come the Blackhawks up the far side. Maurer plays it out of the zone. At neutral ice now, Blackhawks come back the other direction. Maurer goes down, backhands it over to Andrews. Andrews going to send it the other direction. That one, high slot. Over to the far wall. Played down right in front of DeMarce. Now Andrews going to carry. Puts the brakes on. Cross ice pass. Catches their teammates in a line change. Murphy right out front. Quick shot into the belly of Oliver. So the Bluebirds, if you haven't followed along, you're watching maybe for the first time this season. Pretty bumpy start to the season. They were 0-8-1 or 0-8-2, 0-8-1, I think, through the holidays. Then they went to the Culver Cup tournament, got a victory against the Blackhawks of Viroqua here. They beat Northland Pines the next day, losing their 3rd game to Wisconsin Valley Union. But they've started to heat up. They came back, they beat Stoughton, played a really close game against Beaver Dam, a game where I think they feel like they should have won. They really controlled the puck well. They ended up dropping that game. Then they came out, they had dropped the game. Oh, paddle save there by Oliver. They came back and they had lost early in the season to Badger Lightning by a score of 3-2. They got them down in Janesville, and Badger got on the board first. Bluebirds came back with 6 unanswered to win that game 6-1. They really, really played well, moving the puck. That was last Monday or Tuesday. Came back on Thursday and shut out Cap City. So they're really starting to feel better about the way they're playing. And many of the games early in the season were close games. They didn't really get blown out. That one's going to dribble in. Oliver with the initial save. So there's a shot from way out. And that's going to be Ferreira with that goal. Actually, that was Bierman. I'm sorry. Trying to watch the replay. So Skylar Bierman gets on the board. So 4 goals, 4 different scores. Blackhawks with the puck now, down behind DeMarce. Thursday night, if you're in the Janesville, Milton, Beloit area, come on out to the Woodman Sports and Convention Center. These kiddos have a big game against the Madison Metro Lynx. They did not beat them last season. Lost a 3-2 game once again early in the year, looking for some retribution there. And then Friday night, they take on Medford once again. So back-to-back 7 o'clock games at the Woodman Sports and Convention Center. Should be a couple good ones. Young with the puck. Down the wall to Klagora. Puts the brakes on, changes direction, plays it back out to Young. Young fires left of the net. Bierman plays it back down to Anna Cole. She tries to get it to Klagora down below the goal line. Klagora out front into the belly of Oliver. So once again, we have Murphy, Klagora, Roller, Andrews, and Maurer. Puck down in the face-off circle. Up the wall. Maurer's trying to hold that. It's going to come out. Murphy over to Roller on the wall. Back up to Murphy. That one comes out of the zone. Carries for icing, so we'll bring it all the way back. .12:59 left in the second period. Bluebirds with a comfortable lead right now on this cold, cold Tuesday night up in Viroqua. Maurer back down to Murphy. Murphy looking for Klagora. That one's intercepted. Blackhawks with the puck on the far wall. Now Roller. She sends it back to Klagora. Quick shot there, right of the net. Back down to Klagora. Backhands through the legs of Murphy. Blackhawks exit the zone. Penny Ugo sends it up to Amelia Olsen. Back down to Ugo. Now Klagora with the puck for the Bluebirds up the wall. Trying to get a zone exit. That goes to Andrews. She carries behind to Marseille. Reverses course. She's going to play it up the wall to Roller. That's out of range for her. Blackhawks going to put that one on net. Paddled over to the corner by DeMarce. Now off the wall. Over to Roller. Blackhawks with the puck at the red line. Rogers going to change direction, bringing it over to Maddie Nelson. Now Roller leaves that one on the wall. Andrews pinches up in the air. Backhanded. Klagora can't get control of that one. Goes over to the corner. Murphy bats it back down behind the net. They're going to change out some forwards. Klagora with an aggressive forecheck. Here comes Bierman. Strawman. Battle for the puck at the red line. Strawman goes into the boards on the near side. That one goes all the way across the ice. Peck on the chase over there. Back to Bierman. Bierman skates through the hands of Ugo, the Blackhawks skater. That one's going to go all the way around the wall. Over to Young on the far side. Peck over there in support. Up the wall it goes. That shot dribbles down. Here comes Strawman. Across the red line, loses control. Bierman on the wall. Backhands it. Back to Young. Young looking for space down there. That goes up the wall to Bierman. Bierman with the puck through the neutral zone, into the offensive zone, down the wall. Under the stick of Peck. Allie Cole with the puck now. She's going to work down below the wall. Moves it up for Bierman in the corner. Anna Cole now in the game. She grabs the puck, looking out front. Drops it to Young. Over to Ferreira. Back to Swenson. Swenson, that one's deflected. That goes off the side of the pipe. Swenson holds. She fires from outside, deflected. High in the zone. Blackhawks come out. They're going to backhand it down the wall. Swenson gathers, rims near side. Swenson with the puck now, chips it up, trying to clear the zone. Ferreira plays it off the wall. Over to Anna Cole, into the offensive zone. Drops it for Ferreira. Ferreira's going to try to kick it deeper into the zone. Blackhawks get the puck, coming back the other direction. That's going to be icing, so we'll bring it back into the offensive zone. Eight and a half minutes left in the second period. So we're going to have Ava Klagora. She's going to have Maddie Benty and Haley Rasmussen with her. The freshman defensive duo of Evelyn Krieger and Mickey Andrews right now. Backhanded over to Krieger. She tries to play it up the wall. That's loose in the neutral zone. Blackhawks looking for a zone entry. That's going to go down behind the net. Krieger takes, plays it up ahead. Benty, she loses an edge. Quick shot there by Rogers. DeMarce with the save. Andrews going to retreat, gather that puck. Plays it off the wall. Here comes Klagora. Coming back the other direction. Rasmussen loses her footing over on the far side. That one goes up over the net. DeMarce, I think that went up into her equipment. She tried to play it with her stick. They're still looking for the puck. I don't know if it went into her blocker. Looks like it did. Blackhawks going to get an offensive zone faceoff. Bluebirds going to bring out Ferreira, Anna Cole, Kinsey Termo. Krieger and Andrews still in on D. That puck loose in the zone. Here comes Ferreira. She's going to have Andrews with her. That one trickled over the blue line. Ferreira couldn't put the brakes on in time. So we'll take a face-off right there in the neutral zone. D-to-D pass under the stick of Swenson. Collision over on the far side. Bunch of skaters down in the corner. Young comes out of there with the puck. She's going to bring it back. Changes direction. Looking for Ferreira coming out of the zone. Blackhawks hold. That one to Termo. Blackhawks now down in the corner. Puck deflected. That's going to go back down below the net. Birds trying to get a clean exit out of the zone right now. Blackhawks with the puck. They play it over near wall. High in the zone for them. Over far face-off circle. Anna Cole takes that one. She's going to go around the net. Loses control of the puck. Out to the point. They fire from out there. Off the chest of DeMarce. Another shot. Paddled into the corner. Ferreira is going to skate this one out of the zone. Coming the other direction. Into the offensive zone. She puts a quick shot right to the net. Out to the point. Swenson holds. Into the glove of Oliver. Bluebirds got stuck in their zone for a little while there. 5.5 minutes left in the second. Andrews, Schneider in on D. Murphy, Klagora, Lake in on offense. Quick shot there. Still loose. Klagora with the initial shot. That came back out. Murphy walked in and cleaned it up right over the shoulder of Oliver. It's going to put the Birds up 5-0. 5:21 left in the second period. Andrews with the puck now. Looking for Klagora. Over to Murphy. She throws it over into the far corner. Up the wall to Andrews. She throws one from outside. Puck's loose. Back to the corner. Murphy's going to fire again. It's going to put the Bluebirds up 6-0. 4:51 left. So we got Strawman, Rasmussen, Emma Peck, Sophia Young, and Ella Swenson in the game for the Bluebirds now. Strawman, she's at the red line, tries to play it up ahead. Swenson with the puck now. Little pass there out of reach of Young. Up the Peck. She plays it up the wall. Blackhawks with the puck now. Over the stick of Peck. Young loses an edge. That's going to be a penalty on the Blackhawks for tripping. Mari Burrows going to the box for a couple minutes for tripping. 4:16 left in the second. Bluebirds offensive zone face-off. Puck down below the goal. Anna Cole working down there. She plays it up the wall to Swenson. Swenson walks back down the wall to Cole. Looking for Swenson. That goes in between the defense. Up the wall, far side. They give the puck back to the Blackhawks. Now Young with the puck. Over to Ferreira. She's going to come up the near side. She's got Allie Cole into the offensive zone. Down the wall. Up the near side. Rogers going to clear. Bluebirds having a hard time right now getting in their zone and setting up. Here comes Ferreira now. She's got a little room to skate. Plays it up ahead, off the stick of Swenson. Gonna come back and try it again. 48 seconds left on the power play. Over to Ferreira, near side, up to Anna Cole. Into the offensive zone now. Down the wall, drops it for Ferreira. Right out front through the slot. Lagora over to Young. 27 seconds left on the power play. Young's going to gather down behind the net. She throws that one up over everybody. Blackhawks back into the offensive zone. Charlotte Brudos takes that one now to Roller. Bluebirds forward coming back the other direction. Plays it over to Klagora near side. Into the offensive zone, down the wall. Andrews gets there and disrupts that play. Off the wall, looking for a Roller. Back up ahead. Klagora into the offensive zone. She's got Murphy with her. Shot there in and out of the glove of Oliver. Near side now, coming back the other way. Maurer with the puck into the offensive zone. She fires from outside. That's deflected up off the stick over the net. Klagora gets there down in the corner. Up the half wall to Andrews. She just paddles it back down. Murphy trying to hold. That one comes out of the zone. Murphy turns, heads back in. She's going to play it deep into the zone. Approaching 1 minute left in the second. Bluebirds with the puck deep in their offensive zone. Maurer on the half wall. She pinches. Blackhawks play it out. Andrews going to wait for everybody to tag up. Should be good. Turns back, heads into the offensive zone. She throws it down behind Oliver. It's going to rim all the way around to the near side. Bierman, Benty, and Kinsey Turmo in on offense now. Blackhawks try to clear. Andrews holds the zone. Now it trickles out. 10 seconds left. That's going to go down below the goal line, and that should about do it for the period. And that's it. Another solid period for the Bluebirds. They're going to head to the locker room up 6-0. We'll be back in 12 minutes for the third period. Alrighty. Waiting for the refs to come out and set the nets, and we'll get everybody back on the ice for the third period. Bluebirds going to hit the ice with a very comfortable 6-0 lead. They put 30 shots on Oliver over the course of 2 periods. Viroqua up to 8 shots on DeMarce. And you got to give the Viroqua Blackhawks credit. Skating with a really short bench, and there is no give up in them. They've been battling hard the whole game. And it's just one of those seasons for them where you have a small roster. There's nothing you can do. Like I said, after the first period, if the kids want to play hockey, you put the team together and you let them play. And that's what they're doing. So certainly not for a lack of effort. Bluebirds, I said earlier in the game, if you're in the Rock County or southern Wisconsin area, head on over to the Women's Sports and Convention Center on Thursday night. Bluebirds going to take on the Madison Metro Lynx in another conference battle. And really right now, what the Bluebirds are trying to do, I don't know that they can catch Beaver Dam, but they certainly can finish, I think, second in the conference, and that will be the seeding for the playoffs. So if they have a good run here and finish out the season strong, you know, they could potentially be the number 2 seed going into the playoffs. So that's what they're looking to do. So they got the Metro Lynx on Thursday night. Now we're going to head right back to the Woodman Sports and Convention Center on Friday. And they're going to take on Medford. So last year the kiddos made a trip up to Medford. They played Medford on a Friday night, and they continued on up to Superior on Saturday. Nice little 2-game road trip. This year Medford's coming down to us. And if you haven't been to the new rink in Janesville, the Woodman Sports and Convention Center, you really need to get out there and see a game, whether it's these guys or one of the Bluebirds boys or the Milton boys or the Beloit College men or women or the Janesville Jets or any of the youth hockey teams. Do yourself a favor going out to the rink. It's a really, really cool facility. So we're going to start the third period, and we're going to be on a running clock. So looking to close this one out. Birds got to make the long ride home. That one back to Klagora. She plays it over to Krieger. They hold the zone over to the near wall. Blackhawks with the puck behind their own goal. Klagora over far side. That's going to come out. Krieger steps in, puts a shot off the pads of Oliver. Over to the near wall. Krieger plays it back down to Murphy. Actually, Jaden Lake. Sorry about that. Blackhawks down behind the net. Over to the corner. That one comes out. Through the crease. Schneider gets over there, plays it off the glass. Out of the zone. Here comes Klagora. Into the offensive zone. Plays it over to Lake. Backhanded down there. Quick shot right in front of the net. Blackhawks clear. Young with the puck. Tries to play it up ahead. Once again, Young carries behind the net. Tries to turn the corner. Backhands it up the wall. Anna Cole over to Ferreira. Off of her stick, a little bit too hard on the pass. Blackhawks retreat behind their net. High off the glass. Backhand through the slot. That's going to come out to the point. Blackhawks throw it down, rim it all the way around to the far wall. Kick it back down behind DeMarce. Swenson with the puck down there. Now Anna Cole looking for Ferreira up ahead. She kicks it out of the zone. She's going to change. Anna Cole's going to go on the forecheck. Murphy holds the zone. Tries to play it down for Klagora. Doesn't get enough on it. Rims it down behind the net. Murphy on the wall. Roller gets to that puck. Tries to turn it around in the neutral zone. Here's Murphy. She's going to walk far face-off circle. She fires from out there. Bounces through the slot. Near side. Now Klagora turns high in the near face-off circle. Carries around in a circle. Plays it up the wall to Young. Young's going to play it back down the wall to Roller. Now the Blackhawks with the puck. Up the wall. Young holds. Plays it back into the corner. Blackhawks with the puck. This is Rogers out of the zone. She puts the brakes on. Far face-off circle. Turns around. Face-off circle. They fan on a shot. Klagora turns it around. Off the stick of Roller. Near side. Roller now with the puck. Plays it over to the wall. Blackhawks put one on net. Paddled aside by DeMarce. Swenson down behind DeMarce. Rims it over to the near wall to Bierman. Bierman shovels it up the wall. Bierman with the puck. She's going to work through the neutral zone. Plays it over to the wall. She retrieves it. Now Ferreira down to Bierman. Looking for Cole out in the slot. Back to Bierman. It's going to roll up the wall. Blackhawks going to get there. Cole turns it around. Over to the far wall. Blackhawks get it out to neutral ice. Here comes Andrews into the offensive zone. She loses an edge, goes down. Back in the corner, Anna Cole looking for a return pass to Ferreira. Under the stick of Andrews. She retreats. Rims it off the far wall to Ferreira. Under her stick. "11 minutes left in the third period. Ferreira now plays it back to Cole. Back to Bierman. Schneider throws it back down behind Oliver. Cole, Bierman's going to get there. It's going to come near side. Schneider's going to pinch. She plays it back to Bierman. Bierman's working in the corner. Cole gets there. That's going to be Klagora on the puck now. Backhands it out front. Puck's loose. Schneider holds the zone. Maurer plays it out front. Cole with the puck, far corner. Back to Klagora behind the net. Right out front to Cole. She puts it off the side of the net. That one exits the zone. It's going to carry the length of the ice for icing. 10 minutes left in this one. Puck down on the end boards. Blackhawks trying to exit. Lake over in the corner now to Klagora. She's working out front. Back to Lake. Murphy high in the zone. Over to Schneider from outside. Off the blocker of Oliver. Flagora now near face-off circle. She turns, fires from outside, right to the net. It's going to go up the far wall. Schneider tries to hold. Murphy now, right towards the side of the net. She's going to pick it up. Play it out front. Flagora is going to clean that one up. Nine minutes left in the game. Bluebirds up 7-0. Bierman in the game now with Emma Peck, Maddie Benty. Rogers walks around far face-off circle. Swenson plays it up the wall, trying to exit the zone. Now Rogers right out front. And she's going to go right up over Piper Aker, who has entered the game now for the last half of this period. And I'm sorry, that was not Rogers. That's going to be Blake Starr, I believe. Yep, Blake Starr put that one right up over Aker. Blackhawks back into the offensive zone. Allie Cole now down near corner. Rims it back around, looking for her sister on the far wall. Swenson going to retreat. Coming near side. Up ahead. Blackhawks hold the zone again. Swenson now near side. Anna Cole to Ferreira up ahead. Off the end of her stick. Bluebirds hold the zone. Blackhawks with the puck high in the slot. Allie Cole now working into the offensive zone. Leaves it for Ferreira. That one's going to dribble out. Comes out of the zone. Coming back the other direction. Young gathers near side. She's going to go up the wall into the offensive zone. She fires, puts one on net. In between the legs of Oliver, but she sits on that one. So we're going to have Clegora, Murphy, Turmo in the game. Andrews and Maurer. Clegora now. Out to Andrews. That one goes on net. Off the paddle of Oliver up into the netting. So we get a stoppage of play. Right around 7 minutes left in this one. Clegora with the puck, far face-off circle. That comes off the wall. Andrews. She turns it around. Heads up ice. That's going to be icing, so we'll bring it all the way back down into the defensive zone for the Bluebirds. Puck's loose. Murphy on the chase. Bluebirds offsides. Coming back at neutral ice. Andrews with the puck. Turns it around. Working up the wall. She gains the red line, dumps it into the offensive zone. Andrews gets to that one. Backhands it. Looking for Turmo. That one comes out to the red line. Maurer's going to gather. Backhanded up the wall. Fedora carries into the offensive zone. Looking for Turmo. She's going to carry. Lays it down through the slot. She plays another one through the crease there. Blackhawks play that one the length of the ice. That'll be icing. 5 minutes left in the game. Ferreira comes in. She's going to have Strawman and Rasmussen with her. Krieger and Schneider on D. Rasmussen fires through the crease. Strawman over to the wall. Ferreira takes that puck. She's going to work through traffic, tries to play it to Rasmussen. Now Blackhawks coming back the other direction. Rogers moves in. She fires from outside. Good save. Puck's loose. Still loose. Battle right in front of the net. Aker trying to cover it up. She's staying square. Now Rasmussen coming back the other direction. She plays it up to Strawman into the offensive zone. Everybody on side. Strawman through the crease looking for Rasmussen. That one's going to come back the other direction. 4 minutes left in this one. Krieger gets there on her backhand. Plays it up the wall to Strawman. Strawman taps it up ahead. Rasmussen now. Ferreira over on the wall. That's going to carry all the way around to the near side. Strawman with the puck. Working on the near side. Here come the Blackhawks. That's Rogers back into the offensive zone. Good defense there. Good body position by Macy Schneider. She plays it off the wall to Rasmussen. Rasmussen trying to exit. Now Schneider. She's got room to skate. Off her stick. Plays it off the wall. That's going to cascade back into the defensive zone. Krieger brings it far side. Shot there off the paddle of Aker. Blackhawks hold the zone. That comes, actually stays in the offensive zone. Now that's off the glass and out. Back to the Blackhawks in their own defensive zone. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Young with the puck. Plays it out. That's going to carry the length of the ice and go for icing. Blackhawks with the puck. Now Murphy over the far wall. Chips it up ahead. Pagora's going to get there. Over to Lake. And just off the end of her stick. Swenson gathers. Plays it off the far wall. Blackhawks, good poke check there. Back to Young. Young chips it up. She's got Klagora at the red line. Klagora feeds Lake. Tries to fire. Klagora with the puck. Looking for Lake again. Lake's going to go over to the far wall. Battle over there. Approaching the 1 minute mark left in the game. Here come the Blackhawks back into the offensive zone. They fire and they're going to put one over the shoulder of Aker. .54 seconds left in this one. Bluebirds still up 7-2. That's going to be Penny Ugo. Bierman back in the game with Allie Cole, Anna Cole, Andrews, and Maurer. 54 seconds left in this one. Bierman on the forecheck. She trips on the blue line, goes deep into the zone. She might still be sliding down there. Good attack by the Blackhawks. Coming back the other direction now. Up ahead, over the stick of Bierman. Off the near wall. Bierman backhands it up ahead. Blackhawks coming back the other way. Bierman with a good poke there. 20 seconds left in this one. Anna Cole now. Quick shot off the paddle of Oliver. Allie Cole's going to take that in the corner. Down behind the net. 10 seconds left in the game. Probably one rush here by the Blackhawks. Far wall. They put that one on net. Paddled aside by Aker. And that's going to do it. Bluebirds going to take this one. Score 7-2. 38 shots on goal for the Bluebirds tonight. 15 for the Blackhawks. Like I said, the Blackhawks, kudos to them, man. They kept playing hard the whole game. Really solid effort by the Bluebirds. They're starting to put things together. Look better every game they play. Big one on Thursday night, though. Madison Metro Lynx. They lost 3-2 to the Lynx early in the year. See if they can best them at the Woodman Sports and Convention Center Thursday night. Hope to see you all there. All right, this is Jim Cole for Bluebirds Hockey. I am out of here. See you Thursday night.